Gengangr. In modern fiction, a Gengangr is a revenant from Scandinavian folklore with characteristics comparable to ghosts or vampires. A Gengangr may return from the dead for a variety of reasons. Murdered victims rarely had the opportunity to sleep peacefully in their graves. The same may be said of their assailants. Suicide victims were frequently resurrected as Gengangri, because Christian tradition considered that self-killers were unfit for either paradise or hell. People have also returned from the dead because they had left something undone. Before they could fully be at peace, they usually needed someone to assist them. The most significant distinction between modern ghosts and the Gengangr is that the Gengangr in Scandinavian folklore assumed a fully physical form. It didn't usually have any spectral characteristics. In previous legends, the Gengangr was a nasty and aggressive creature who returned from the dead to torture its family and friends. Gengangri are more related to Eastern European vampires than modern-day ghosts in their behavior and the extreme care their relatives took to ensure they stayed in their graves. This violent Gengangr custom dates back to the Viking Age, and they may be found in numerous Icelandic sagas, including Gretti's Saga, Eyrbyggja Saga, and the Saga of Eric the Red. The Gengangr was a mortal entity in this tradition. Grettir slaughtering the Gengangr Glamr with his sword is an example of this. These Gengangri were known as Dragr during the Viking era, and the two monsters may be versions of one another. The Gengangr, according to a slightly younger tradition, is still a violent monster, albeit in a less direct fashion, and is now more of a disease spreader. With their so-called Ningenib, dead man's pinch, these Gengangri would attack victims. The afflicted person's skin would become sunken and blue where the Gengangr had pinched them, resulting in sickness and death. When the victim was asleep, the pinch was frequently given. Both the Huldrefolk and Unken were accused of doing the same thing, utilizing bites instead of pinches and frequently aiming for the victims' faces. The concept that entities attack individuals while they sleep was used as a warning against sleeping in certain locations, near the graveyard, mountains, or water respectively. A contrast is established between the old Gengangr and another form of ghost known as Ghast in later Swedish folklore. When the Gengangr resembled a living being, the Ghast was known to be transparent and slash or skeleton in form, with sharp fangs and claws on occasion, making it hard to tell who the phantom had been while alive. And, unlike their counterparts in other Scandinavian countries, the Swedish Gengangr was thought to be quite safe, but the Ghast was known to induce infections. They were also infamous for causing mishaps and scaring people for no apparent reason other than to have fun. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment.